Hi! A while back I put up a video on the components of fitness. In it, I promised that I would take a closer look at each of the components, expanding the explanation of what they are, why they're important, along with some notes on how to train each component and how to measure progress. So I was working on the first video for cardiovascular fitness and it was getting a little long. That might be a bit of a problem because some of us have short attention. Butterfly. Oh, where was I? Right. So I reworked the script and split the video into two parts to keep things a little more snappy. Before we get to part one, I have a favor to ask. If you are liking these videos, please click like and subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video so I can reach a wider audience. If you're not liking these videos, do it anyway. Thanks. So on with part one. As all three of you may recall, earlier I published a video discussing the components of fitness. If you haven't seen it, I recommend that you check that video out first. I've linked it in the description below. Mental note, learn how to link it in the description. Today, I'd like to go over the cardiovascular component of fitness, often just called cardiovascular fitness or even just cardio by the gym bros. So what is cardiovascular fitness? Why is it important? How do we measure it? And what can we do to improve it? What is cardiovascular fitness? Simply, it is the ability to deliver oxygen to working muscles and use it for activity. Although we have three energy systems to power activity, for any activity you want to last past 30 to 60 seconds, you need to rely on the oxidative energy system. As its name implies, it requires oxygen. This is the system that uses sugars, carbohydrates, fats, and even proteins for energy in the presence of oxygen. The more able your body is to bring in, transport, and use oxygen, the longer you can continue activity without fatigue. So, if you don't want to suck at life and be able to climb stairs, walk a golf course, or something a little more intense, you need to be able to deliver oxygen to working muscles. So what's the big deal? Or why is cardiovascular fitness important? Well, as discussed, if you want to continue an activity past 60 seconds, this system is important. Cardiovascular fitness is also important if, and there's no gentle way to put this, if not dying in the next little bit is among your goals. Simply put, improved cardiovascular fitness decreases the risk, severity, or delays the onset of a multitude of illnesses. The list on screen is not even a complete list. There's a lot, so let's just highlight a few. Yep, there it is, as mentioned, not dying. Oh, and it significantly reduces the risk of several cancers, so I guess that's good. Obviously, it improves the health of the cardiovascular system and reduces the chance of getting sick or dying that way. It's good for your brain, decreasing the symptoms of anxiety and depression. But also, did you know, preventing the onset of memory loss or reducing the symptoms of Alzheimer's? It's good for joints and bones. And as if that's not enough, it's also good for, bones. So hopefully you get the point. Do your cardio. The idea is not new. In the 5th century BC, the ancient physician Hippocrates stated, "All parts of the body, if used in moderation and exercised in labors to which each is accustomed, become thereby healthy and well developed and age slowly, but if they are unused and left idle, they become liable to disease, defective in growth, and age quickly." Here's the best part. In the words of one relatively recent systematic review paper, the relationships between physical activity and health outcomes are generally curvilinear, such that marked health benefits are observed with relatively minor volumes of physical activity. Translation: really smart people looked at what a lot of other smart people said and found that in the science, it only takes a little exercise to get a lot of health benefit. Savvy? But before you get off the couch for the first time and try to do a solid mile, or 1.6 kilometers, of burpees, we should consider what kind of training you should be doing and how you will know if you're improving. And that, of course, is what we will cover in part 2 of the video. Until then, thanks for watching. Cue the royalty-free music.